Hello, friends. This is Darren Hayes of Pigskin.com. Before we take you to your favorite Sports History Network show, just want to tell you a little bit about some merch that you can pick up that represents your favorite SHN podcast. So far, there's t-shirts, coffee mugs, and even books from some of the authors that do podcasts right here on SHN. Who could buy something better than that, than have the history right from the gentleman that you hear talking about it? But we also are adding things each and every day. And where's that store, may you ask? Well, it's at SportsHistoryNetwork.com. Up at the top, there is the SHN merch button. Click on that. It'll take you right to the store, and you can be representing your favorite podcast and show the world that, hey, on the swag that I'm using, it's the headquarters of sports yesteryear, Sports History Network, and my favorite podcaster, the Sports History Network store. Shop there today. Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history, and for your sports break for this October 20th, where we will tell you all about the great athletes that had great events on October 20th throughout history and the uniform numbers they wore when they did that. But first of all, let's make sure that you know that you can get our daily newsletter. Comes out every day, 6:30 a.m. Real easy to sign up. Go to the very show notes of this very podcast, or at the top of Pigskin.com or JerseyDispatch.com. Sign up, 2 easy questions. You'll know everything that's going on in the Pig Pen, all of our latest releases each and every day. Now let's get to those uniform numbers that we're going to talk about for this October 20th. The numbers are 10, 3, 4, 5, 12, 11, 17, 54, 32, 16, 15, number 25, 27, and 55, as well as number 22. Now let's get into the October 20th, 1934, the All-Star team led by Connie Mack, including players like Babe Ruth of the Yankees, number 3, Jimmy Fox, the Athletics, number 3, and Lou Gehrig, Yankees, number 4, got on a boat and sailed to Japan for an 18-game series against the Big Six University League. Quite exhibition over there of the great MLB All-Stars of the 1930s on display over in Japan. October 20th, 1935, the Detroit Tigers' future Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman Hank Greenberg, number 5, was named the American League Most Valuable Player by the Baseball Writers of America Association. Boston Red Sox pitcher number 12, Wes Farrell, was the runner-up that year. October 20th, 1936, Carl Hubble, the Detroit Tigers' number 11, who was a pitcher, had a season record of 26-6, edged out Dizzy Dean, number 17 of the Cardinals, and his stellar 24-13 record for most valuable player honors in the National League. October 20th, 1946, Frank Sano, number 54 of the Chicago Cardinals, returned a kickoff 105 yards against the New York Giants. October 20th, 1963, Jim Brown, number 32 of the Cleveland Browns, on this date set an NFL single-season rushing record, 1,863 yards gained on the season at this point. October 20th, back there in 63. October 20th, 1965, the 19th National Hockey League All-Star Game in Montreal Forum in Montreal, Quebec. The All-Stars beat the Montreal Canadiens 5-2. Most valuable player was Henri Richard, number 16, the center of the Montreal Canadiens. October 20th, 1976, the New York Nets sold the rights to a player named Julius Erving, also known as Dr. J by most of us, to the Philadelphia 76ers. Dr. J wore that number 32 for the Nets when he played with them, and then he switched over to the number 6 when he was on the Sixers. On October 20th, 1982, the World Series, St. Louis Cardinals beat the Milwaukee Brewers 6-3 at Busch Stadium for 4-3 in a series triumph. Most valuable player was St. Louis catcher Darrell Porter, number 15. Now you're probably questioning yourself, those of us that are a little bit younger, you're saying, hey, St. Louis Cardinals and Milwaukee Brewers, how could that be? They're both National League teams. Well, the Brewers were in the American League till not that long ago, a few decades ago, they switched over to the National League, but they were in the American League at that time. October 20th, 1984, the New York Islanders, number 22, Mike Bossy's 30th career hat trick. with 4 goals in a game he played that day. October 20th, 1988, a World Series, Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Oakland A's 5-2 at Oakland Alameda County Coliseum to clinch a 4-1 series win. Most valuable player was that Los Angeles pitcher Oral Hershiser, who wore number 55 for Dodger Blue. October 20th, 1990, in the World Series, the Cincinnati Reds beat the A's 2-1 at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum to sweep Oakland and win the Reds' 5th title. The most valuable player was Reds pitcher Jose Rio, who wore number 27 for the Big Red Machine. In October 20th, 1996, the Atlanta Braves' Andrew Jones, wearing number 25, became the youngest player to hit a home run in a World Series. Very interesting indeed. Could be a trivia question someday when you're at your local watering hole playing one of those contests. So that is your sports history for today. That is your sports break, October 20th. Glad you could join us for this little bit of history. Hope you'll join us each and every day for more. In the meantime, go to sportshistorynetwork.com, pigskindispatch.com, jerseydispatch.com. We have the history for you. It's sitting there waiting. There's hours upon hours of podcasts and reading and pictures and just all kinds of very interesting things that'll keep your sports history knowledge sharp as a tack. So when next time you go to that watering hole and you're in those contests, you'll be well-rounded. So till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hi, everybody. Dan and Andrew from Hello Old Sports here. We wanted to drop in and let you know about our latest episode.
That's right. We interviewed the co-authors of Phyllis George, Shattering the Ceiling, a biography of groundbreaking broadcaster Phyllis George. And her life is really sort of a journey through 20th century America, from Miss America pageants to the Kentucky State House to the groundbreaking NFL Today show on CBS, even the Kentucky Colonels of the old ABA. We got into all sorts of stories about the Celtics under Red Auerbach, about the interview with Roger Staubach, about really all sorts of things, a fight between Brent Musburger and Jimmy the Greek. We really enjoyed talking with Lenny Shulman and Paul Volpone, who teamed up to write this book.
The book is on sale right now, wherever books are sold. Within reason. Garage sales, probably not. So go ahead and pick up a copy today. And if you want a chance to win the book, you can go to sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways and register for a chance to win. Goodbye, old sports.